ride for the brand, what loyalty and honor mean in the cowboy way. The old cowboys had a saying, ride for the brand. But this wasn't just about ranch work. It wasn't just about cattle or pay or even survival. No, this meant something deeper. It was a code, a way of life. It meant loyalty, honor, and standing for something bigger than yourself. In today's world where loyalty seems to be traded for convenience and honor is just another word folks barely understand anymore, maybe it's time we bring this idea back. Maybe it's time we ride for the brand again. So stick with me, because today on Cowboy Chronicles we're going to talk about what it really means to ride for the brand, why it mattered back then, why it still matters today, and why the world could use a whole lot more of the cowboy way. Now, for the folks who don't know, back in the old days, a ranch's brand wasn't just a mark on cattle. It was a symbol. A cowboy who rode for the brand wasn't just working a job. He was committing himself, body, mind, and soul, to something bigger than himself. It meant you were loyal to the outfit that put food on your table. It meant you worked hard, even when no one was watching. It meant you defended that brand, because it stood for something, and by wearing it, so did you. Now ask yourself, how many people today live like that? How many folks take pride in their work, in their name, in what they stand for? Seems like everyone's just out for the next opportunity, the next quick buck, the next easy way out. But cowboys, we don't run when things get tough. We don't trade in our values for a paycheck. We stand, we ride, we commit. Loyalty is a word that used to carry weight. If a cowboy gave you his word, that was it. Solid as iron, strong as the land beneath his boots. But today seems like loyalty is only good until something better comes along. Friendships, relationships, even families, they fall apart because folks forgot what it means to stand by someone through thick and thin. But let me tell you something. You don't build anything that lasts without loyalty. Not a ranch, not a business, not a family, not a life worth remembering. Cowboys understood that loyalty wasn't just about who you worked for. It was about who you were. It was about being a man of your word, keeping your commitments, and not turning your back on folks just because things got rough. If you're gonna ride for the brand, you don't just ride on the easy days. You don't just show up when the work is light and the sun is shining. No. You ride when the storm hits. You ride when the herd is scattered. You ride when it's hard. Because loyalty ain't tested when things are easy. It's tested when things are tough. There's a story about an old cowboy who once said, "You can take my horse, my saddle, even the boots off my feet, but if you take my honor, I got nothing left." See, honor is about doing what's right, even when nobody's around to see it. It's about standing for something bigger than yourself. Now tell me, how many folks today still live with honor? Seems like the world is full of people cutting corners, telling half-truths, backstabbing their way up the ladder. But cowboys, we don't do that. We don't cheat, we don't lie, and we don't take the easy way out. Because in the end, all a man really has is his name, and once you ruin that, you can't buy it back. Honor ain't about looking good, it's about being good. It's about making sure that when you shake a man's hand, he knows he can trust you. That when you say you'll do something, it gets done. That when folks hear your name, they know it means something. Now you might be thinking, alright, I get it. Cowboys rode for the brand and they had honor and loyalty. But what does that mean today? Well, let me tell you, it means everything. It means showing up to work and giving it your all, not just clocking in and going through the motions. It means being loyal to your family, your friends, your word, not ditching them when things get rough. It means standing up for what's right, even when it ain't popular, even when it's hard. It means understanding that your name, the way you carry yourself, the way you treat people, the way you live, is your brand. And if you live right, people will respect that brand. They'll know you stand for something real. They'll know that when you say something, you mean it. That when you shake a hand, it ain't just for show. So here's the challenge. For you, for me, for everyone who still believes in living by the cowboy way, ride for the brand. Whatever that brand is in your life, your family, your work, your faith, your name, ride for it, stand by it, defend it, honor it, give it your best, not just when it's easy, but when it's hard. Because in the end, the brand you ride for ain't just something on a paycheck or a cattle mark, it's who you are. And a cowboy who don't ride for something, well, he ain't much of a cowboy at all. If you believe in loyalty, if you believe in honor, if you believe that the world still needs a few good cowboys, then make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to Cowboy Chronicles, and share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Because now, more than ever, we need folks who are willing to ride for the brand.